It is a new version of Nick Fit.
Only instead of like top ending with something like Grave Titan, you top end with Consecrated Sphinx.
Yep.
Which seems way better.
Yes, I like that. As well as, I just think it's so sweet just seeing, what's a Phyrexia Tower? Is that the sack ad?
You get to add a whole bunch of manas to your mana pool, and you get to sacrifice a Red Iron Explorer. And
is there any chance we can get Phyrexia Tower on the screen? I don't know what that does. All right, Zachary Ramlow.
I couldn't give you exact text. I'm sorry.
I mean, it could have been word for word, just sack it, add a bunch of manas.
I think that's 2 black if you sacrifice a creature.
Okay.
And also taps for colorless.
All right, so Caleb's going to take his second turn here. All right.
Pass the turn over
Double
here.
Tropical Island. His deck has Baleful Strix and Shardless Agent. Shardless is the Cascade, right? That's so cool. He has just like random Cascaders. He's like, I'm going to cascade into stuff. All right, a second vial, a little bit too much for Merfolk. What Zachary really wants. All right, there is a Phyrexia Tower. Add a colors. Yep, sack to add 2. Cool. All right, thank you very much for that. Now Zachary, what he wants is he definitely wants as many Silvergill Adepts as he can to deal with the card disadvantage of double Aether Vial. So Caleb has 2 Coiling Oracles, 3 Baleful Strix, 3 Shardless Agents. Like just a bunch of just sweet new creatures that from these Plane Chase.
And now an interesting thing here, at this point, because of the double vial, Caleb's going to want to shuffle away any sort of Force of Wills that he has in his hand. Those are really bad right now.
Yeah, Force of Will will not have much of an effect. It's only going to protect one of Caleb's cards from a Force of Will. That's about all it's going to do. What he wants to do is just get a board position and try to resolve a Pernicious Deed. That seems like the best way to neutralize this board position. God, that is a great beard.
It's a really good beard. I like it a lot. It's kind of like, it's a John Muir beard, and that's what I really love about Caleb is, you know, he remembers, you know.
The 5th of November.
No, just you know, the legacy of John Muir.
Oh, okay.
Protector of the trees. The real life Lorax, as it were.
All right, Cabal Therapy. He's going to name. I think
Master of the Pearl Trident. Maybe.
I would not. I would name Silvergill Adept if I was going to name anything.
And he sees a pair of Force of Wills there.
Yeah, he named Adept.
Seems like a reasonable course of action.
Yeah, you want, because your opponent has double Vial, he might have kept a Vial hand because he has an Adept, and if he has like double, then he's just going to gain all that advantage back. So he really just wants to control Zachary's card advantage, his inflow of cards, so he can keep the swarm off the board.
All right, and these vials starting to tick upward.
All right, Zachary takes his 3rd turn. He has enough to put the Master of the Pearl Trident into play, and he can swing with that Mutavault. So that Mutavault's going to get in for 2, but he's not going to put the Master into play? Oh no, it's a Coralhelm Commander. Sorry, excuse me.
It's Coralhelm Commander. He's just going to drop it in on Caleb's end step.
Is that a Mishra Factory?
That is a Mishra's Factory.
He just has one.
Yeah, so he has the 5-man land build. Gonna put a level on this commander here.
All right, and another Brainstorm. So there's a Coiling Oracle. That's going to help. That's going to force Zachary to probably force of Will something, since he can just Cabal Therapy for both of those Force of Wills.
And getting your opponent to do something like Force of Will, a Coiling Oracle, always a nice feeling.
Yes.
You get to turn that.
Well, none of Caleb's cards are actually super powerful, right? Like this deck is, I think Nick Fit is best built around being a grindy deck. Ooh, I like leading with Coiling Oracle actually. Try to get him to counter that. I guess countering, yeah, right there. That's big.
He didn't counter that?
No. So each player gets to go for 3 lands. That's how. Well, I mean, that's Zachary's like. Well, I get 3 lands. I can start attacking with both my lands and level my guy up all the way.
Yeah. It's only 2, right?
Are they coming to play untapped? Oh,
yes.
It's 2 lands untapped. I thought it was 3 tapped. I really know Magic cards.
Veteran Explorer is it's like a Weatherlight uncommon, right? Come on, I don't blame you for not knowing
I mean,
that.
people have told me about it, but for some reason I thought it was 3 lands tapped.
It's from like 1996. Like when that card was good, like CNC Music Factory was on MTV.
What's CNC Music Factory?
It's like the band. You know?
Was that back when I was listening to Blink 182?
It's probably before that even.
Okay, then I didn't even know what music was back then. So, what actually happened? Is he still resolving the Cabal ritual? Or Cabal therapy, excuse me?
Yeah, and I mean, he didn't use the Force, so Caleb just named Force, right?
Yeah,
and at this point he can hardcast those Forces.
Alright, I'm confused. Can we get an update on what happened with that Cabal therapy? Oh, and then he cascaded into another therapy?
Yeah. Oh, awesome. Man, he plays the sweetest decks, doesn't he?
Yeah.
Jeez.
Yeah, he's playing Shardless Agent. Do you know what that does?
It's the Cascade
thing,
thing,
blue-green
right?
Cascade guy, yeah. That's upside down, which is my favorite thing about the art. The art is upside down, so you get the picture of it. He named Force Will first and then Coral Helm second. So level up the commander.
Man, how do you play Shardless Agent and not have Ancestral Visions in your deck, though? Brainstormer to the top? Come on, that's so fun.
That's a little extra. You're using it as a body to gain card advantage, not be that cute.
Is it really that cute, Ancestral Recall?
Pretty just cute, yeah. Right. So what happened with... How many times did he level it up? 4 times? Yeah, it looks like he leveled it 4 times. So now it is fully leveled. It is a big old creature. And all the other merfolk get +1/+1.
Yeah. Caleb's going to go ahead and just jump that.
Yeah, go for the throat at this turn. And play Scavenging Ooze. That's going to take over the game.
Yep. And just like that, Caleb's deck in the driver's seat here against Merfolk. That
right,
Consecrates makes pretty sweet here.
Just randomly. And 1 Jace the Mind Sculptor. His sideboard is actually the sweetest, though.
Oh
What's a Nature's Ruin?
I don't even know.
Or is Nature's Ruin the 1 green? No, that's Nature's Claim. I don't know what Nature's Ruin is.
Nature's Ruin is destroy all green creatures.
What?
For 2 black.
Oh, it's Perish.
Yeah, it's just a
Perish. It's the portal Perish.
He just style points for not playing Perish and playing Nature's Ruin? Is that what it actually is? Just actual style points?
1 Chill Blast, the Exhaustion of the Grave. That's Nature's Ruin.
Alright, so...
It also, it helps because it tells him in parentheses that it also destroys his green creatures.
Alright, so Mishra's Factor is going to pump the Mutavault, and the Mutavault's going to get in for a total of 4 damage because we found a Master of the Pearl Trident. But Caleb's going to be able to start moving some of these creatures in the graveyards to gain some life. Jitty, that's bad. This is actually bad for Caleb. He has been controlling Merfolk, and Merfolk tends to be good against like blue control decks. But now, it looks like we might be pretty far behind.
Yeah, we're really far behind.
Yeah, we can't block. Alright, we get to draw a card. Oh, a Doom. Oh.
It's a good one.
That's a very good one.
I wanna dance with somebody.
Oh, and he's got a top, too.
Wanna feel the heat.
How did that pop into your head?
I have no idea. I was thinking about 1996.
Did that song come out in 1996?
I have no idea.
Okay. It's like, if you have a memory that's good. Alright, we're going to play a Silvergill Adept that's going to draw a card.
It's a pretty nice one.
Yeah.
see. I can activate this Mutavault.
Gonna equip it to a GT.
Yeah.
And swing for 4.
Pump it up.
Pump it up.
In it comes.
So Doomblade is going to take out that Master Pearl Trident. The Strix is going to get in front of the Mutavault and take it out. Because it's going to just be so vulnerable to the GTA once it has counters on it.
Yep.
And we're going to continue to make a Scavenging Ooze get bigger and bigger and bigger. Now, I liked how Caleb played this because he does have a top in hand, but he wants to play around Spell Pierce that a lot of fish decks actually tend to run sometimes.
And it seems really reasonable. I mean, you really need to make sure that Doomblade resolves. If it doesn't, you're in a really bad spot here. Caleb's gaining a ton of life now. The Scavenging is taking the game over. And no, it's a Coiling Oracle, so that could conceivably find a Sphinx. Let's see. What does he find? No, it's a Veteran Explorer.
Not bad.
Definitely not the worst.
Ooh, I love that. You can, like, top and then sack to Cabal Therapy if you don't like the top of your deck.
Mm-hmm.
Veteran Explorer, sweet.
Cabal Therapy? I believe he knows the last card in his opponent's hand is the Daze,
he wants to
right?
resolve. Yeah, he wants to resolve it first. So yeah, Zachary was thinking about what he wants to do with that Cabal Therapy, and Caleb was like, "Well, we resolve this first."
Let's do this.
All right, so let's see what he names. I mean, yeah, he knows that he has a Daze, so he can easily take that, but Daze isn't going to have an impact on the game. So maybe he'll, like, random guess. He's going to top in response to guessing. I like the way Caleb plays Magic.
Caleb is an interesting mind in the world of Magic the Gathering.
Oh, no, he already did resolve it. Name Daze. Both cards in hand were Daze. Ooh.
Yeah, so 2 Cabal Therapies. They got 2 cards out of Zachary's hand now. And
This is-
Zachary had the multiple vial draw. And Zachary's putting up a decent fight, all things considered. And Caleb just kind of making him flounder around there, not attacking at all. And, I mean, there's no reason to for Caleb. Caleb just wants to make sure that that Jitte doesn't get into a place where it can have a big effect on this game.
Yeah, and having 3 mana, he can actually keep... this turn, the Scavengers can keep an Adept and a GT at base, so that's what he wants to do.
Yeah, it doesn't matter if that Adept becomes a 6 power guy.
And then can -1, -1, and he can become a 9/9.
Yeah. And that's exactly what he needs. He needs at least 9 toughness on that guy. And 9 toughness he will get. Another 3. So that is currently a 9/9 Scavenging Ooze. And Sensei Top looking for anything. What can he find? What does he need? He needs the Consecrated Sphinx that's on the bottom of his library. To make sure that he's going to sufficiently shuffle.
Players, we have a few minutes left for registration for the Draft Challenge. If you'd like to come and play this event, head on to the side of the stage now. A few minutes left.
All right, trading that in for a Pernicious Deed. And with that deed in play, there's basically absolutely nothing that Zachary can do, right?
No, once he builds a board presence, then Caleb can just blow up the board. He's got a top. He's got control of this game. And then Zachary will have to reassemble. His GT is gone. His vials are gone. I mean, a lot of the lands are dug out, so every card should be some spell that Zachary will be able to play. But with a top, it's very hard for Merfolk to beat this, especially with Caleb being able to just have some control aspects. Like The mana base, maybe if you can get some Mutavaults to protect, but it's just very weak right now. So activating that, doesn't that mean that he can just, the deed can blow everything up? All right, so he equips, he gets a couple more counters on there. I mean, isn't it better? I guess having the creature with the Jite on defense, that's where he's at right now.
Yeah, I mean, he's just trying to see what he can do, and there's not really much that he can do at this point.
No.
Now that the Jite has 4 counters, hypothetically he could vial in 2 lords and remove all the Jite counters and kill Caleb and have maybe like a Stifle or something to counter the deed. But does he have Stifle in his deck?
No.
No. It does not look like he does.
Merfolk doesn't tend to play Stifle.
Yeah, they haven't for a long time. But, I mean, Merfolk players, they play strange stuff sometimes.
Huh?
For example, like if I was playing Merfolk, I'd probably play Chalice the Void somewhere in my 75. He has like no 1-drops except for Vial.
So why did the top die?
The top didn't die, I put it on the top of his deck.
Did he? Oh, okay. He just has another one in his graveyard. I was confused for a second. No, I think he let one die. I think he had another one. So he went draw, then blow, so I don't have this extra top sitting on top of my library. He just gets to get rid of a top. That's what it was. He had 2 tops, so. All right, so at this point, Caleb is in complete control of this game. We're going to see him just top until he just finds enough creatures to put pressure on Zachary.
There he is, continuing the search.
He's just like, really? I mean, they're not bad to have right now. I mean, a Vial is going to shut him down for that, but... Oh, and another Force? Like, 3 of the top 4 cards are Force of Wills?
Yeah, and it sucks because this opponent has a Vial in play. So it's like...
Yeah. Four of the 5 are Force of... No way, that didn't actually happen. Wow! We shuffle his deck and 4 of the top 5 are Force of Wills?
Poor Caleb.
Oh, that is disgusting. That is so crazy. He's just going to try to hit a Lord of Atlantis? He probably named Lord and hit Master, and he's just like, alright. Oh, he named Adept again? Well, he would have just hardcasted Adept, I think. Alright, let's hope that... Here's top. Let's top again. A Brainstorm. Do you really do it right now?
No.
This lets him get 1 card deeper. So now he plays top and tops again, and he gets a card deeper.
Attention Magic players, you have about 2
But he just wasted a top.
Draft challenge. Just come see me up here at the stage.
Well, we did find Deed. So now what that does is we can deed away the board again, and then those Force of Wills, those 4 forces are live.
Yeah, and once all 4 forces are live, then he's going to be really hard to beat. And he's already really hard to beat, let's be serious.
All right, he's going to top during draw step, and then draw, so then he doesn't have to worry about that top. I don't know. If he did it the other way, he would have a Force of Will and a top on top of his library, but that's not what he wants, because he wants to be able to play the top right now. Oh, he's just going to hold Force. All right, there's a Curse Catcher.
Why are those lands in his graveyard? The Tropical Island and the...
They shouldn't be?
They should not be. Such things are true. The 2 Tropical
Oh,
Islands...
no, he wasted. No, Zachary Ramlow had 2 wastes.
He wasted them,
yeah.
okay.
All right, we found a Scavenging Ooze.
Gonna remove a whole bunch of stuff, gain a whole bunch of life, make a giant ooze. Stop and activate.
We found a Coiling Oracle. Coiling Oracle is going to dig away on that.
It's going to hit that fetch land, which will let him shuffle away.
Next turn it will, yeah.
Yeah.
So many crazy interactions for this deck. All right. Is Ruben over there? Nope.
No.
Just about to tell him that if the next round has top, I'm going to flip the table, and that might break some of the equipment.
It just might.
It just might.
Ruben likes to give us Sensei top decks, huh?
Yeah,
So-
back to back. Thank you, Ruben.
Yeah, well done.
Well
Good
done. I
stuff.
love you, Caleb, but
Yeah. All right, so in for a very large attack with that Scavenging Ooze. But Curse Catcher there from Zachary. Zachary not conceding this game. Feels that there is still a reasonable chance of him winning this one, and maybe there is.
I don't think so.
Neither do I.
I do believe that Caleb's got this one all but wrapped up. He's even got the bow ready. All he's got to do is get some Scotch tape, put it in a nice little box,
Yeah,
put the bow in it, and it's done. That's the win. It's right there.
Yeah, a gift to himself.
But as all Magic players, I myself included, we don't know how to wrap our gifts. So we might not ever be able to win this game. I have my mother wrap my gifts, or the person at the store when I buy a gift for my mother.
So he's going to force of will this Curse Catcher.
He's like, man, you have all the forces. And Caleb's like, yeah, tell me about it.
I was like, geez, it could only have been something else. Coiling Oracle.
There's that
That's a
Birdie
land.
Catacombs.
Top.
There's top.
Activate it. Attack for 8.
Jump block.
Block.
Untap. Draw. What are you going to do, Zach? Zach concedes we're going to game 2.
He's going to game 2. A
And-
lot more time left. And Caleb, you saw how fast he was activating that top and how fast he was putting all those cards back.
Yeah, see,
He
that's
knows.
the-
Okay,
he-
my
yeah.
deck is slow as dirt. My
Yep.
deck requires searching through my library a lot. I am
He
going to
also-
need to play this really fast.
Caleb also just plays Magic. Like, Caleb does what I did 2 years ago. That man is always playing Magic. He loves this game. He plays all the time. So his technical game is very high right now. His crisp actions, he's very good at knowing what he needs to do. His dexterity is very good for Magic. You know how your dexterity every once in a while goes away?
Yeah, I played in my first live tournament this year,
Yeah.
like last month, and I've played online since then. But just like shuffling the deck, I
Yeah.
felt like people must have been looking at me like, what an idiot, because I was like, looking like I was like one of those people who like rarely plays,
Or it's like how you snap a card. Like if I've been playing for a while, like there's like a distinguishable snap when I put a card on the board. Like if I've been playing a lot of Magic, this is the sound that you hear. If you heard that, I don't know if you heard that like on here. Yeah, it's just like just knowing how I tap and attack but when I like don't know what I'm doing, it's like I'm holding this part of the card. If I haven't played in a while, I'm like,
I'm always so sloppy, man. I'm honestly like, even when I've been playing a ton, the cards just like hit the table at random angles and just like slide. They're like on diagonals all the time. People are like, what's tapped? And I'm like, this and this. Like,
Oh, okay.
Thanks. I'm sorry.
You pile your lands and spells or lands and creatures.
No, I don't like
but
Chapin
together.
people. I like.
You know what?
The thing is, I like Chapin when he has all of his things in random places on the board.
Does he do that?
He did that to me once.
Dude, my favorite thing anyone's ever done is the Adrian Sullivan. I play Adrian at a PTQ, and he plays like upside down. If anyone's ever seen him play Magic, he plays all those cards
Sweet,
upside
it's
down.
like Magic
Yeah,
Online.
that's what I'm saying. I'm like, oh sweet, it's Moto. This is awesome. Do I get a mouse too? Like, he destroyed me though because it was limited and my deck wasn't that good. And he played that enchantment that puts a haste goblin into play every turn.
Oh yeah.
And I didn't like put a 2/2 into play. That stops it. Shuts the card cold. It's not a good enchantment. Played
Steward of
2/2, it's
Valeron.
dead. Yeah.
Card does nothing.
Yeah, Steward of Valeron, the card's dead, but I just didn't have a creature.
I lost to that enchantment in Constructed.
I could see. I think it's way easier to lose in Constructed than Limited.
The card was good against 5-card control.
Yeah. All right, so we're taking our draws. Look at how fast they were at sideboarding too. Like Caleb knows he has to play fast because if he loses this game, it's gonna be very hard to win a
Yeah,
game.
their sideboarding and shuffling took less than 2 minutes.
Yeah, that's great.
Good stuff.
All right, so the Tormod's Crypt and a Vial. That is not the. Caleb's fine with the start. This isn't even that good
Caleb's
of a
got to be
start.
really happy about that. The
Tormod's
is
Crypt,
not
he's
very
just like,
good against
wait,
him
what?
at all. Yeah.
All right, so we're gonna start the game off with an Underground Sea.
And I'd like to know where that is, the Underground Sea.
I have no idea.
Yeah. Cabal Therapy. Ooh, and what did he name? Probably Silvergill Adept.
Yes, that's the biggest threat. That's the fear that you have. You're gonna name Silvergill Adept.
The Lord of Atlantis and a Force of Will at Zachary's head. Zachary, he did name Adept.
Obviously, that's all that's in his decks are Adepts and Dazes.
All right, so Zachary gonna go ahead and wasteland that.
Yeah,
instead
he's
of,
gonna get his vial up to 2 to help play his Lord anyway. Might as well keep him off 2 mana. All right, so I don't think we really need to.
No need for the main phase.
Back up! Don't need it now.
Ye old Curse Catcher.
Whoa. There's a Thragtusk in the sideboard. I don't even see that.
Thragtusk making a big splash here in Legacy to do the second match in a row with Thragtusk.
So Caleb wants, this is bite. He's just like, come on. I don't have any more left. Just Curse Catcher me, bro.
Please.
So what Caleb's actually looking for is he's looking for a 3rd land so then he can Life from the Loam.
In this game, it's looking like Caleb is...
going to get destroyed by the fishies.
Yes. They are attacking him for a lot of damage already. Look at that. That's 5, 6, 7 points of damage. Caleb already down to 12 life here. Just concedes. And, you know, wise decision there by Caleb. He says, okay, there's only 24 minutes left on this clock.
I'm not going
I understand
to get there.
the way my deck works. This isn't going to happen.
I'm going to play 3 more turns, 6 more minutes.
He also brainstorm locked himself.
Yes.
So it's like, you know, I know what my top 2 cards are. I'm not going to be able to compete with that. Well thought out there by Caleb.
To brainstorm lock himself?
Well, I mean, he had to brainstorm lock himself. He didn't have a shuffle effect.
Yeah, I know. I mean, that's the game we play. Like, I've definitely locked myself just needing a fetch land. It's like my opponent plays a wasteland. I was like, well, I get to play 1 brainstorm. All right, let's do it. Brainstorm.
See how this goes.
Nope, nothing. All right, go. It's always really sad.
Zachary Ramlow, probably not going to be too happy that he chose to wear red if that Thragtusk comes onto the table.
Hey, I see what you did there.
He's gonna get bashed in.
Actually,
Ruben Bressler about to fall backwards in his chair behind Zachary
someone
Ramlow.
Push him, and I would give them money. Someone just go and tip his chair. Callie,
Zachary Ramlow.
Go and tip Ruben's chair right now.
It's gonna fall right now anyway. It's gonna fall.
You
don't need a push. You don't need a push. Just think really hard about it.
Just everyone at home, think trying to push Ruben out of his chair.
Yeah, do it with your mental force. Mental force. Push him out of the chair.
All right, everyone think really hard.
Yeah.
Everyone think really hard.
Think really hard that Ruben's gonna fall backwards in his chair. You need to focus all of your energy.
Keep
all right,
going.
if you just, oh my gosh, guys, you can't. Oh no, now there's no chance of it happening.
Oh, no one thought hard enough.
Yeah, you guys, you know, we try to tell you to do work. We give you a task. You just didn't think hard enough.
Yes.
All right, so here we are going to game 3, and Zachary, does he like his 6 cards? Decides to keep the 6, and Caleb's going to lead things off with it. Cabal Therapy. And what does he name?
What does he name?
Silvergill Adept.
Again, Silvergill Adept?
That's my guess.
I would have named Vile here. You get so much more control over the games when there's no Vile in play.
That's reasonable. All right. Let's see. What does Caleb have? Sacrifice the Misty Rainforest.
Oh, he actually went for Force of Will. He wants to resolve.
It's very important that he resolves that Veteran Explorer. That must be really important to the way his hand is going to play out.
Yes, he wants everyone to draw a bunch of lands, so that makes sense. All right, so here comes a Veteran Explorer.
Yeah. Veteran Explorer going to get sacrificed to this Cabal
Cool
Therapy.
and now he knows his hand, so
Going to get to name a perfect card here. All right, so going to get Zachary to discard. Oh, but unfortunately for Caleb, Zachary has drawn a Silvergill Adept, which he'll not be able to play next turn unless he top decks a Merfolk. So he was able to get rid of that commander, and now hopefully, passing the turn. All right, still playing around this Daze wisely. Dazes and Force of Will still in the deck for Zachary Ramlow. Interesting choice against this deck.
Those aren't the best, but a Relic is pretty sweet.
Yeah, Relic, not a bad card at all. The Tormod script, I hate. I would never sideboard in Tormod script in a million years in this matchup. However, Relic Originatus, I like that a lot here.
Yeah, it's great. It's going to eat away at the
Very
graveyard.
different cards.
It can also get you a card advantage spell. It can draw you a card, so you don't have to just invest a Tormod script into it. And because the matchup's slow, the 0 mana to play 0 to use isn't really that relevant. So what is Zachary going to do? He has no pressure. Caleb's the control player with the better board presence than Zachary.
Ooh, and Zachary decides to bite first with that. And the Scavenging Ooze coming down. Silvergill Adept, revealing Silvergill Adept. Does he hit another Merfolk that will allow him to play another Silvergill Adept? That would be ideal for Zachary Ramlow, but it doesn't look like that's happening because probably wouldn't wait this long to do it. All right, Caleb, sacrificing that Misty Rainforest, going to drop himself down to 19 here.
Yep.
His life total not particularly relevant, all things considered. He does have this Scavenging Ooze in play.
Yeah, that's going to pretty much just continue to get bigger and bigger. And
Caleb can't be too happy, though, about his opponent having drawn Silvergill Adept 2 turns in a row. But
it was pretty rough.
I mean, I feel like Caleb's deck is one of those decks that as soon as you're ahead, it doesn't really matter how well your opponent's drawing. You just kind of win.
Like I said, you can reset the board with these Pernicious Deeds. Ooh, Shardless Agent. That is going to flip over a spell. Another Veteran Explorer. Caleb sends in, right? Yeah.
Definitely. All right, and Shardless Agent. It's down, and let's see. Zachary.
Sixth
now the
land.
6th land.
Does he have the Consecrated Sphinx? Oh wait, wrong player.
Yeah, and at this point, you just cycle that Relic of Originatus.
Yeah, I don't know how much value it's going to have. A third? Or is that a third or a second? Silvergill Adept.
It's a second Silvergill Adept, and
Okay.
a Curse Catcher comes down. Curse Catcher not great here. Not really what he's looking for at all.
Alright. Caleb draws another land, but he does have a deed in hand, which is going to allow him to threaten to reset the board at any time. He's just going to send his team in. Zachary's just going to snap, take this damage? No.
Who took the damage from the Scavenging Ooze? Interesting
Wow.
choice on Zachary's part. Caleb, he may just want to sacrifice this for 2 at some point. Especially if Zachary commits anything else to the board. If Zachary plays another permanent, sacrificing that deed for 2 is just huge for Caleb here.
How did he just not even think about double blocking? Just snap, took it.
I don't know. I just don't know.
Very interesting. Alright, there's Master of the Pearl Trident.
See, now Caleb's just going to be happy to
Yeah, pop
mop
it
this
off.
board up. Yep, I'll pay 2 mana.
We'll both get some more lands.
Let's go searching for some lands. Definitely favors Caleb. He's not in the deck with Daze.
Attention players, if you register
Submerge
for the
targeting what?
challenge,
Oh, an
your
adept?
event's about to begin. Please come see Mr. Lopez up here on the stage. Players registered for the draft challenge. Please come up to the stage where your judge is waiting for you.
And Zachary forgot to draw the card from his.
From what?
He
has
just,
to, yeah, he didn't. He submerged with Veteran Explorer. I didn't even know if I want to bring it up because it's kind of awkward. But yes, he submerged and then realized that he has to go search his library for 2 lands, and it's not a main.
And he didn't sacrifice his Relic Progenitus.
No. Or did he? Or did he second?
No, it just got bent. He went to try to sacrifice it after he'd already put all of his other creatures in the graveyard,
okay.
and I mean, you can't
Top
do that.
deck Scavenging Ooze.
It's a good one.
And another Deeds. Swings him for 2. Zachary down to 2 or 8 life, but that it's presenting lethal because he's got 4. All right, he does have another creature, but yeah, Caleb's going to be able to give that +4/+4 and gain 4 life.
Yeah, and quickly Zachary Ramlow going to have to chump block here just to stay alive.
Let's see what's on Coil Oracle just in case. Ooh, look, a top.
Yeah, that's going to just about lock this one up. Caleb able to win this match with still over 14 minutes remaining on the clock, and a Thrun now for Caleb. And the last troll. Has there been a troll printed since Thrun?
No.
Not
It
that I'm
has
familiar
officially
with.
still been the last troll.
I like that. They stuck by their word. This is going to be the last troll. We're just going to make Hex Perfect keyword.
But then they let Tom Martell top 8 a Pro Tour.
That's true. That's true.
All right, he plays out that factory. He's like, I'm still going to try to win this. All right, so Caleb takes it 2-1. I'm going to have...
Yeah, Caleb signing that slip for us right on the screen. Just to see, this is what happens at Magic tournaments. You win your match, you get to sign your slip.
That is true. All right, so congratulations to Caleb. I hope we see him make it into top 8. Great guy.
Yeah, Caleb's awesome. All right, both these players were undefeated coming into this round, I assume?
I do not know, actually. I'm
Only
assuming
round
so.
4?
It's only, yeah. Assuming that they were 4.
So
Oh, we
we
are
get
getting
another match?
another feature match.